In this video, we will describe how to configure your client for the standard 401k to Voya moov definition. Before you configure a client to send retirement data to Voya, make sure you have adopted the standard 401k to Voya moov to your account. A link on how to adopt a moov is included in the article for this video. To configure your client, click on the moov option on the left here, and click the standard 401k to Voya moov definition. The Voya moov definition will send a notification once the delivery to Voya is successful. This notification can be configured on the moov definition level here, and on a client-by-client basis covered later in this video. To configure the notification step, click the cog icon here, and toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position. Enter in an email address in the email address field. Multiple addresses can be entered by separating them by a comma. And enter in an email address in the Reply To field. This address will be used if the recipient of the notification replies to the email. Only enter a single email address into this field. To complete the notification step, click the Save Changes button. You are now ready to configure your client to send retirement data to Voya. To add a client, click on the Add button in the Moov Configuration section here. In the Client Entity field, click the plus sign to create a new client. In the Client Entity Name field, enter in the client's company code, followed by their company name, and click Add. The Status field is important when configuring a new integration with Voya, as it provides the correct file name and SFTP directory used to send data to Voya while in their testing phase. Set this field to testing until the testing phase has been completed. Then select the client's expected payroll frequency, and enter in a value in the file name starts with. This value is important as the file you send a data moov must start with this value. We'll enter the client code here. Optionally, you can enter in a value in the file name contains field. We'll enter 401k here and click Next. Voya requires that the plan ID be included in the file and used in the file name sent to them. If you do not store the plan ID in payroll, then you will need to add a field override for the Voya Employer ID field. To add a field override, locate the Action Transform step and expand the Field Overrides panel. Click on the Add button and select the Employer ID field from the drop-down, and enter in the plan ID in the override value field. Voya also requires that the payroll cycle code be included in the file as well. The payroll cycle code is the payroll frequency for the client and can be determined using the list of values shown here. To add another field override, click the Add button, then select the Payroll Cycle field from the dropdown, and enter in the corresponding value from the list of values. In our example, the client's payroll frequency is biweekly, so we will enter a 6 into the override value field. Previously, we set up the notification step on the moov level that will send you a notification once retirement data has been sent to Voya. If you would like to include additional recipients specific to the client's configuration, locate the Action Notify step and toggle the Use Default Parameters switch to the off position. Here you can enter in additional email addresses separated by a comma. To complete the configuration, scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Next button. On the next page, click the Save button. Your client is now configured for the standard 401k to Voya moov definition.